Hello guys, this is Dr. Ku, and today we're gonna be dealing with replacing the oil pump on Audi A4 2006 model, 2526 model. I think this is gonna be pretty much applicable to most of them coming out there. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because no one has actually made it. I've been searching for who is gonna show me how to open and change the oil pump, but I don't see any video that's related to that. The videos that I've been seeing are mostly videos that have actually replaced it. So in this case, I'm rebuilding this engine, so I decided to take the bull by horn, and it's something now that I get to realize that this is one of the worst design ever I've actually seen VW Audi do on an engine. I mean, like, seriously?
Where did you learn to count?
Anyway, before going further, if you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel as a way to support me. And if you've done that, sit back and relax. Let me get you around on the show. I've been following these guys up from Make 3 to Make 4, and now down to Audi.
What happened? Your balls drop off?
But when I start hearing this rattling noise when we just purchased this car, one thing I have in mind is that the oil pump is not doing its job. And that wasn't bad. I was actually having to mind that it could be knocked out, but I persisted and hoped for the worst that's gonna happen. So now I tried to be able to get this out. I couldn't. Since I'm going to be rebuilding the engine, I just have to step on my brake pedal on patience so I can be able to do that. So now you have two options. If suppose you want to change this oil pump for this A4, and the first option they're gonna be doing is, suppose you have a big garage, that's gonna be fine. It means you're gonna be removing these lower beams, this one right here. You're gonna be removing it all the way down before you can be able to access it.
He doesn't like that.
And that is not gonna be easy, my friend. Now, if suppose you are not the kind of person who have a big garage, who have a hydraulic lifters, then you're gonna be doing pretty much like what I'm doing, which is gonna be taking the bull by the horn by removing the engine. And the first procedure which you're gonna be doing, there's a lot of things that's gonna be all here where I've removed already. So it's been secured by 16mm bolts as heavy as this on here, here, and two other ones that's securing the kickstarter here. Now when you get it loosened up, you gotta get a jack like this and suspend the transmission to go above, just slightly below, above the beam, the lower beam here that you can see. As soon as you get that up, then you can just pull back the engine. As soon as you pull it back, then you're all the way going, my friend. You are all good to go. If it is manual transmission like this one, automatic, it means you're gonna be dealing with no problem trying to lose out the converter, because if you draw it out like this, there's gonna be a problem. So, but for this one here, you're gonna pull it out and it's gonna come out. And when it come out, then you need to flip it like this. When you flip it like this, you have
Look what you drunk. Stay to my customers.
Buyer beware. I told you my compound would take you places. I never said there'd be places you wanted to go.
the bolt here, which is secured by 10mm bolts. When you lose all those 10mm bolt out, one last thing I'm gonna be losing before you get to access the bad guy that is inside here is a 2 giant 16mm bolt here and here. You have one here and one here. Now before you start pulling this out again, you need to rotate this flywheel. Right, there is a groove right here. Can you see that? Let me rotate it. You see this groove right here? This groove right here, this opening right here has to align like this before your socket can go in here to lose that one out. Then you rotate it again like this, right? to lose this one. As soon as you get this, both of them loose out, and lose this 16 that I told you before out, then you should find something and apply it out, and this should be coming out very simply. You draw it backwards like this, and voila, this is it right here.
Why would I betray you?
We all have our secrets. We just didn't get to yours yet.
So what I'm about to tell you guys right now is it is not quite easy, and right now I could actually be able to tell some of the reason why some other things which I did, but right now, as you can see it, you have this looks like a 11mm bolt or 10mm bolt here, another one here, another one here, another one here. You have another one here, here. Pretty much there's a lot of bolts down there, and one here. You still have two more here. So all these bolts here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All these bolts are going to lose out before you're going to take this oil pump out. Okay, so in order to get this oil pump out, you need to lose out this harmonic balancer flywheel, and it's been secured with bolts which you're going to be using a T40 to be able to access. So when you get it out, just like I get this one out, then you're going to be losing this plate out, which is secured by 10mm bolts. When you get this one out, you're also going to get this one out. I think at this very point here, the timing belt is also going to be coming down. Okay, this one is out. Then you have more 10 here, but in this case you're not going to be losing the oil pump. You're rather going to be losing this one. And here comes another issue. In order for you to lose this one, you'll be needing to lose this one, so you're going to be needing I think this should be like 19mm or so. So if you're needing to lose this one, so in order to lose this one, I'm gonna get a 19mm socket at 3/4 or 19mm socket, and it should be able to fit in perfectly. Now in order for you to be able to lose this, you're gonna be needing a breaker bar. You get your ratchet here, then you gotta support the crankshaft somewhere here so it doesn't move. And when you slack it down,
Where did you learn to count?
this one inserted here, don't insert it here so it doesn't affect the con rod, but between the crankshaft and the block. Then you come over here and use a 3/4 this thing here, and you gotta really smack it, and it's loose. You cannot take this one off. And this one is out. Now this one is ready to come out, so I'm going to be finding something to ply it out. I'm going to be finding maybe a screwdriver or a flat like this. You can see it's shaking, so you're going to move this. Gasket up a little bit, and there you go. can see right now. So you get this one out, and you can see the adjuster right here. You can push it and you lose the 10 from there, then you can take it out. So let me lose it quickly up right there. Cover it, don't worry. Okay, so as soon as you get this, it should be. This is the adjuster. As soon as you've done this, you are done. This chain is locked, so you can decide to lose it from here or even lose it straight up. But right now, you can take it off from here if you want. But if you can come out, then we have to slug this one out. Guys, as soon as you finish losing the whole bolt here, this one, I think it's around 13 or 12 bolts there, and you loosen out this tensioner which I showed you, then you just need to gladly lift this thing up like this. It's applicable to make 4 too, because that is where I get experience, and the chain should gladly come outside and this will come out. So right now, I previously made a video on how to check if suppose this thing is bad, but none of them have issues. So definitely what I'm going to be needing to do is to clean it up, because I have a lot of dirt inside. So far everything right here is good. This is where the oil sump, the main oil sump is. I really wonder what all this stupid mechanism is for. It's just to increase someone's expenditure. Okay guys, this is gonna be for now. If you like this video, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and I gotta catch you guys later. Bye for now.